Hello, it's week 7 of pregnancy. You're probably wondering what to expect, including changes with you and baby development. Now, if you took an early pregnancy test, then it's already been 3 weeks since you've known about your pregnancy. Has the news started to feel real? At 7 weeks along, you're actually in the 3rd week of your 2nd month of pregnancy. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking all about baby development at 7 weeks of gestation, what symptoms and body changes you might be experiencing, and how to manage these as well. We're also going to talk about things to think about and do in this week of pregnancy. Welcome to the Birth Toolbox Classroom. I'm Alice, a doula and childbirth educator, going week by week through pregnancy with you. Sounds like it's time for class. What's happening with the baby's development this week? Well, the baby is called an embryo at this point, and it's measuring about the size of a blueberry, or approximately 0.5 to 0.6 inches, or 12 to 15 millimeters in length. While the embryo is still so small, a lot of growth is happening inside. At this point, the major organs such as the brain, heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys have formed. These organs are still in a very early stage of development, but they already play an important role in the growth of the embryo. At 7 weeks, the ears, eyes, nose, and mouth are becoming more distinct, but they're not yet fully formed. And the early stage of the nostrils develop, and their retinas are formed this week as well. What symptoms should you experience at 7 weeks of pregnancy? As we talk about symptoms and body changes, it's really important to know there's a wide range of symptoms that you could experience. You might experience all the possible pregnancy symptoms on my checklist or none of the symptoms, or somewhere in between, and that's totally okay. The important thing to know is that if you ever have any concerns about a symptom or a change with your body, don't hesitate to reach out to your care provider. That could be your general practitioner, your OBGYN, or your midwife. Now, symptoms that are continuing from last week are fatigue, mood swings, heightened sense of taste and smell, nausea and vomiting, frequent urination, bloating, and constipation. But new symptoms that might pop up for you this week are dizziness or lightheadedness, especially if you stand up too quickly. This symptom is a result of changes that are happening with the circulation at this stage of pregnancy. Now, you might also be experiencing increased vaginal discharge. This discharge is called leukorrhea. It's actually happening to help you prevent vaginal infection, though it might be quite an annoyance. This week, you might notice your breasts are changing even more, not only fuller and heavier, but you might notice that your nipples and areola are becoming darker. Drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you this week. Thank you to our first trimester sponsor, 3 Lamaze. I am thrilled to announce our first trimester sponsor, 3 Lamaze. Now, if you aren't familiar with the 3 Lamaze brand, you might recognize their most popular product, Preggie Pop Drops. The first trimester, it's a great time to have these on hand. Now, I remember when I was pregnant for the first time, and I didn't know when that nausea was going to hit. And it's called morning sickness, but unfortunately, it's not something that you only experience in the morning. Now, Preggie Pop Drops are a natural solution to this challenge. The Preggie Pop Drops come in 4 yummy flavors. They're all natural, they're drug-free. There's sour raspberry, green apple, sour lemon, and sour tangerine. I love that you can grab a package of 21 for just $5 on Amazon. Now, this is an affordable way to be prepared for the symptoms that you might face in the first trimester. So with 21, that means you can have these close by when you feel that wave of nausea hit. I would probably put 7 of them in my purse, 7 in the car, and 7 at my desk. Now, this brand has staying power. At the time of this video, they have over 20,000 Amazon reviews. So thank you, 3 Lamaze, for helping us in the first trimester, and thank you for supporting childbirth education right here on YouTube. If your mind is racing about things that you might need to think about and do, then you're in the right place. Each week, we're going to tackle the items that you might want to put on your list, and I don't want to overwhelm you, so this board is not going to get crazy. If you've been following our weekly Think and Do board, you'll know that I love to add things to the think side that require more planning. Now, today we're going to be adding another item on that side, and that is exercise. So week 7 can be when morning sickness and nausea really kick in. So if you're struggling with this, don't put this one on your list yet. However, if you're managing okay, it's a great time to think about setting up a regular schedule for exercise. Now, you might
already be a regular exerciser, and most exercise can continue during pregnancy. However, if you don't have a habit of regular exercise, this is a good time to think about how you can work that into your daily schedule so that it is sustainable. Now, I'm a big fan of walking myself, and it's a great low impact exercise that can really be done almost anywhere. Now, other good exercises during pregnancy include yoga and swimming. I'm going to put a link down below to some exercise ideas you might want to check out. Now, on the do side, I'm checking in on something that we added to the think side in week 5, and that is manage questions. If you haven't set up a system for tracking questions for your provider, then now's the time to do this. I've worked with so many couples who get back from their appointments and have questions that they forgot to ask. This is so normal. Now, if you enjoy a paper-based system, you might want to grab Think and Do Pregnancy Journal that I created, link to purchase through Amazon below, has a handy section to manage all of these questions.
If you're following along in our Healthy Pregnancy book, link down below, homework for this week is to check out pages 18 and 19. This has really good information on exercises during pregnancy. I look forward to meeting you right back here for week number 8.